So you are trying to create a super user. I just write NIT and define the password. So right now here, super user is created. How you are creating a super user? You are creating a super user by using Python manage.py, create super user. Now this is for managing the admin interface. First, what you have to do is you have to create a super user. Okay. So for managing models or for managing admin interface or for accessing admin interface, you can say managing or accessing admin interface or application. So first create what here super user. So here you are creating a super user by using Python manage.py. So after creating super user, you need to register this model with the admin interface. You have to register this model in what? Admin interface. Okay. So how you register this model in admin interface? Go to admin.py. So here you can register your models. What is the name of the module is admin.py. So admin.py is a model. Now here you'll say admin dot you are using site.register. So which model you want to register from application one dot models. Okay, application one dot models. So import. What is the name of the model is product. Now here you are trying to register which model? Product model. So what is the name of the model you are registering? Product. So admin.site.register, the model name is what here? Product. Okay. So this is a model which I registered. So why you are registering this? Because to manage the models. From which interface? Admin interface. Okay. You are managing the products from which interface? Admin. So admin.site.register, and this is the product details. Now after this, you try to run the server Python manage dot. Now I'm not created any views because we are using which interface? Admin interface. Okay. Now we are using admin interface, so I'm not created any views. So here I'm directly writing slash. What is the name of this is admin. So here it is asking for username and there is a password. So this is which username, super username and password. Okay, now here you can see the products. So what is the name of the model is products. Now what you can do, you can manage the products here. You can add the product. So what you can do, you can add the product. Okay. So this is a product ID and this is a product name and quantity and you are trying to give the price. Save it. Okay, add products and you can give the product ID and you can define what here product name. Okay. So product name and you can give the quantity and you can also give the price. Okay. So add the product. Now you are trying to give. So what you are trying to do? Are you created any interface for this? No. You are trying to do all this from where? Admin. You are trying to do all this using which one? Admin. This is admin interface. Getting on it. So where you try to see how many products here? 3 products. Now if you click on this, you can view it. And if you want to delete it, you just click on the button called which one? Delete. So if you want to modify, you can modify this product details. Getting on it. So you're trying to manage all this from where? Admin interface. Okay, now admin, using this admin, see how you managing the model by just registering it by saying admin.site.register. So what is the name of the model is product. Getting on it. But you can also define how to display in admin interface, how you want to display these products, how you want to display this products. Now suppose here I said product, right? But is it showing the product details here? No. It is returning which object? Product object. It is written what object with the how many products are there. So what you can do is you can override one method here. In model, you can override one method. So this is a product model, right? In this product model, you can override one method. And what is the name of the method is str. This is nothing but string representation of the, this is nothing but string representation of what? Object. Okay, where you are not returning the object, but rather than you are returning what? You are not returning the object, but rather than you are returning what? Model instance values. You are not returning the object, but you are returning what? Values. Generally, when str is executed, what is that? What is the use of str? Str. When you override str method define the string representation of object. Str method string representation of object. It means whenever you invoke a print, whenever you invoke str function, how your object is converted into a string. Your object is converted into a string by calling which function? Str function. So whenever str function is called, suppose whenever str function is called on the object, internally how this object is converted into a string by calling one magic method. And what is that magic method is str. What is that magic method is str? That is nothing but string representation of the object. Now whenever you print a object, see, whenever you print object, your object is printed in which format? String format. So print function always print your object in which format? String format. Suppose this is a class called which one? Product. So what product is having some details? Now this is Python code is having what do you call it as ID? So product ID and product name. So there is a quantity and there is what here? Price. Okay, right now here, now you are trying to create an instance variables. Product ID equal to product ID, product name equal to product name. Okay, quantity equal to what here? Quantity, and there is a price equal to price. Now this is a constructor having how many, sorry, constructor here having how many values? 4 values. Now here, I create an object by saying P1 equal to product, P1 equal to product, and this is product ID, and this is a product name, this is a product name and quantity, and this is price. So what will happen when I print P1? So will it print the product details or will it print address? Will it print the product details or address? Address. Whenever you print whenever you print object, your object is printed in string format. Now, where this object is created in which module? Main module. In main module, this product object is created and it is there at which location? This is a location. This you call it as which one? Address. But I don't want to print address. I don't want to print address. I want print okay, state of the object. Then what you're doing, you're converting, you're trying to override one method called which one? str. Because print function, what print function will do? So it will print it. But print function always print by converting the values into which type? String type. Print function, it will print all the values by converting into string. If you're sending any number of values, suppose you send 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40. Now print is printing how many values? Generally you're sending 4 values, but print will concatenate all these values into one string. It will concatenate all these values within one string using separator. It will try to concatenate all these values into one string by using a separator. Suppose you are saying print 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40. But what print is doing? It is reading all these values and then converting, concatenating all these values within, joining all these values within one string using a separator. What is the default separator it uses? Space. Space. Okay, what is the default separator it uses? Space. 10 space, 20 space, 30 space, what is that? 40. And at the end, what is END values? Backslash n. So it means internally print is printing one value or 4 values? One value. One value of which type here? String. It is printing one value of which type? String. It is not printing 4 values. It is printing how many values? One value. Ring or not? Okay. So whenever you send even your object, whenever you are printing your object, even this object is converted into what? String. By calling which method? str method. But when str method is called, when you're trying to convert your object into which type? String type. So here also, what I'm doing, I'm saying return. So return format self dot what I'm writing, product ID, self dot product name. Okay, self dot what required? Quantity, and self dot what it required? Price. Now what will happen now if I'm printing the product? Is it print the address or values? Values here. Okay, it is not printing address. What it is printed here? Values. 1, mouse, 10, and what is that? 200. So here also, whenever I view the products, what it is displaying it? Or what it is displaying? Product object 1, product object 2, product object 3. So what is 1, 2, 3 are? Generally, what is 1, 2, 3 are primary key values. Getting on that, you can call it as a count. How many products are there here? 3 products. Now, what will I do is I override. I override the method called which one? str. I'm overriding str method. So here I'm saying return. Okay, return format. Return format. What I'm writing self dot product ID. So comma self dot what I'm writing product name. Okay, comma self dot what is the name of this is quantity. So comma I'm writing here self dot I'm writing self dot price. So I'm trying to say self dot price. So what will happen if I refresh this? Now you can see what is displayed. Is it displayed the object or object content? Content. So because whenever it is printing it, it is trying to print it by calling which method? str method. Okay. Whenever you are printing it, it is printing it by calling which method? str method. str method it will call it. Okay. So if you want to print the content along with the, if you want to print the content, You don't want to print the object. You don't want to print the object, but you want to print the object content. Now that you can do it by using this. Yes. Okay, I think you understood this, right? So now you can also change the view. Now this view, you can change it. Admin interface view, you can change it. Then how can I change or how can you customize the admin interface? So how can you customize this? Now here, this is, suppose assume that, okay, assume that this is add product. Now this is having product ID, product name, quantity, and one more is what? Price. Okay, now I want to change the view. Now this view means I want to, I want to include certain fields. Okay, while suppose assume that this is searching is there, no? For example, you have an options here. So this is add product, and then so go to the products here. Now here it is listed all the products are not. Yes. Now whichever action you want to do it. Now suppose delete selected products. Now if I say delete selected products, and if I say delete, then what will happen? All these products get what here? Deleted. Now you can also customize this. You can also customize this by modifying admin form. See, this is a form, right? This is a predefined form or user defined form. Predefined form. Getting or not? This is predefined. This is not user defined. This is what here? Predefined. Okay. Now suppose I want to customize this model because you are managing the model or not. Yes. Now you don't want all the fields. You don't want all the fields to be displayed in what? Admin. Then how can you customize this? Just go to admin dot. Now just to use this admin.py. Now here I'm customizing the model. So I'm customizing the model by saying, okay, what is the model name is product, and what is the name of this is admin. Okay, product admin, and this inherit. Okay, this inherit admin dot. What is the name of this is admin model admin. What is the name of this class is model admin. So why we are using this to customize the model which is displayed at which side? Admin interface. To customize the model which is displayed in what? Admin interface. Okay. Suppose your model is having so many fields and you don't want to add all the fields. You don't want to add all the fields. Okay. Now that customization you can do it. That customization you can do it by inheriting. What is the name of this is model admin. Now here, now suppose you want to display, suppose you want to display the content of the model instance in the form of list. You want to display in the form of list. There is one predefined variable. What is the name of the variable is list to display. What is the name of this variable is list to display. In this list to display, what fields you want to include it? What fields you want to include it? I want to include what is this here? Product ID. I want to include product ID. I want to include product name. I want title. You can give complete. So product name, and then you can say quantity. And what is another one is price. Okay, now list to display. Product image also can add it, but here we have not taken here. You want image, you can use image here. So product will add a so product image. So models dot which field here? Image field. So it is image field. What do you have to define? Huh? Upload. Upload to where you upload slash images. But we have to define media URL. So okay, we added this media URL. So create one folder. What is the folder is? Any folder. And in this create one more folder. So what is the name of this is? Images. And after this settings.py. So you have to define. So media URL. So slash media slash. Next one is media root. Correct only. What is this base directory plus base directory slash media URL. Base directory plus slash media, right? Slash base directory slash os.path, right? What do we have to do? We have to join, right? Os and os dot path dot join. So what you are joining? Base directory, comma. What is the name of this is? Media. Slash or no slash? Huh? Slash, right? Media. So this is a directory. Yeah. Migrations, because we have done changes, right? So make migrations. So then migrate it. I'll just see here. You can see an admin interface also. Oh, we have not registered. Let's see in the backend. Describe application one slash underscore product. Not done. Mm, yeah. Why no changes? Installer. Better. So why again all those? Why here? Huh? Image. We added image. What is the model name? Why no changes detected? Mm. So okay. Now let's see in the backend. Use 35 dB. But our table is not there. What is our table? Application one. There are. What is the problem here? No problem here. I just change only a database. I changed only database. Project is the same. I change only database. Project is the same. Project is the same here. I change only database. Okay. क्या होता है समझ में नहीं? It is not generating migration file. Yes or no? Just we added one field, that's all. It's not taken application one. So unnecessarily we added this. Yes or no? Otherwise one topic would be over. Images. No, no problem. We added it, but that should be migrated, right? New project. But what is the problem? You should know it, right? Not creating new project. Huh? What here? It's not in recognizing application one. Application one. Huh? Import. Imported here. So I give an application name. Okay. So now it is applied. Now created here. But I just give an application name. So application name, application one, now created. Okay. So maybe that is a problem might be, but actually it should recognize all the applications. So describe what is the name of this is application one underscore product. Now here you have a product image also. Yes. Now what you have to do is just use application name. Look here, just use application name. If there is an, you can also migrate a specific application by just giving application name. So it is migrated. Now come to admin interface. Okay. What we are doing, we are trying to customize it. So what is the name of the, so what is the name of the class is product admin. So here we are trying to customize the model admin dot model admin. Now here there is one variable called list display. There is one variable called list display, and this will display all the fields in the form of list. Okay, list. Now you need to define this as a tuple. What it is having product ID, and this is having a product name, and this is having what here quantity, and there is a price, and comma. What is the name of the field is product image. So product underscore what is that image. Okay, now you are trying to customize. Means you are displaying in list view as a list. Now product ID, product name, quantity, and one more is what here price. Product ID, product name, quantity, and one more is a price. Okay, right? देखो यार अरे सुनो यार हाँ सुनो अच्छा नहीं लगता यार हाँ yes. So this is what you call it as list display where you are trying to list what you are trying to list product ID, product name, quantity, price, and product image. Now run the server, register first, register. So admin dot. So after this you register it. Now what you are trying to do, register what is the model product, but how you are displaying it by customizing it by using product admin, by using product admin. So this is which view, list view, right? Now python manage.py run server, run server. Now already we created super user, right? So open the admin. So open the admin, give the username and password. I think we migrated again, right? Huh? So create a user because we migrated again. So you have to create a super user because that existing user details are deleted. Create a super user. This is a username and give the password here. So give the password. Okay. Now after this, run the server here again. Oh, so just open the admin site. Now give the username and password of that user. Okay, now this is a product, but you don't have any products. Now just click on add product. Now in add product, you can enter the product ID and there is a product name. So enter the product name and quantity and there is a product price. And this is nothing but what your product image. So you can upload what here image. So I'm taking image. Some image I've taken. Okay. So you can take the product image. The product image means you have to download mouse product, mouse image. So take one image, mouse. This is mouse here. So what is the image is mouse here, mouse keyboard. Okay, right. Now come to the admin and select the product image. And this is a product image and click on save. Now image is saved. Now you can see this is which view, list view. You can see the product ID, product name, quantity, price, and one more is what? Product image. Now if you click on this, it will try to show the image, but what is it? Media images, mouse dot, JPG. You have to define the URL pattern. You have to define what? URL pattern. Go to URLs dot py. So add it, add a static path or not? Yes. So what we have to do from Django dot path contribute only dot URL, sir. Static. Where is the static in? URLs only. The static is there in what? URLs. Where is the static? Static. What is the name of the method is static, right? Where is the static? Django dot config, right? Django dot config. Config dot URLs import static, right? Now here you have to say plus. What you are writing? Static. What is the first one is URL media. Django dot, yes, Django dot settings dot media URL. So here you have to import. So Django dot import what? Django dot settings, sir. Follow here. Sorry. What you are saying? Django dot. वो बोले तो ये बोलते. हाँ. What is the name of the module? Settings. Settings dot media URL. Media underscore URL, comma settings dot media router. Huh? So you have to concatenate this. Settings dot comma only. Huh? First one is media URL. You have to import what? Media URL. Now here document root. Now that is a keyword argument. So here document what here? Root. So what is the name of the method is static media URL as settings dot media root. Again, because of one image we wasted a lot of time. सही है नहीं? Setting dot media root. Because you have to in the browser media URL only, right? Static settings dot media URL URLs dot. What I've given? URL. Django dot config URLs. Static import static. Right. Now come to this here. Refresh. Now you can see the image. But until unless you don't define the URL, you cannot see the image. Okay, you can add the products. Now the product 2 and the keyboard, and you write the quantity. Now this is who's uploading all these images by the admin. These are uploaded by whom? Admin. See, all these are uploaded by admin. Suppose the admin is one user. I mean, admin is having all the roles. Yes or no? Suppose I want this product to be uploaded by which one? Supplier. Okay, so you give which interface? Which interface you'll give? Admin. Okay, so using admin, you'll try to log in. Now this is keyboard. Keyboard is displayed, right? So you can customize it. You can customize it by just inheriting. You can customize it by inheriting which model? Model admin. You can use what model admin, and you can define how to display the content of the form, or how to view the content. How to view the content. That you can define it by inheriting which model? Model admin, and this is your model name. Okay, because you are customizing it or not? Yes. Now even you can define the search field. How you want to search it? How you want to search it? Search fields. How you want to search? You want to search it by using product ID. Now I'll try to define the product ID. Now product ID is which field here? Search field. Now within the admin interface, it will try to add one field. And what is the name of the field is? Search field. Now this field is added or not? Yes. Now here you can give the product ID is a 2 and display. If I say product ID 1, search. If I say product ID 10, and if I say search, now is it this product is there or not there? Not there. Getting on. So you are not creating any forms or interface. This is provided by whom? Admin. Okay. So you can customize it. You can customize it by narrating this model admin. Now you can search it. You can search it by giving multiple. Multiple means I said product ID, and one more is what? Product name. Now you can see Generally, searching is done using which key? Primary key. Okay, primary key. Generally, searching is done using primary key. I just put the product name. Okay, I want to search it by using what here? Product name. Now enter the product name here. Okay, so product name is what here? Mouse. Now you can see the product name. Okay, if I'm giving the product name is a keyboard, then it display what here? Keyboard. Okay, yes. Now that is if you don't write anything, it will display all the products. Okay, right? Now this is search field. So list to display search field. Uh, mm, yes. Now how user will get these products? Okay. Now supplier is added the products. Then how user will get the products? Now in admin interface, you create a user. Okay, you are creating a user. You are creating a user. Assume that now I'm trying to create one user. Who's the user here? Naresh. You can write your own view. You can write your own view, right? You can write your own view. Okay, right? So you can define your own view. No problem. For authentication, you can create your own view for what? Authentication. After authentication, next is what? Authorization, right? So, क्या हुआ यार? Okay. Mm. Okay, now I added one user. So there is one user is there. Now who's the user here? NIT. Now NIT, what he can do? Who is this? NIT is a now NIT is which user is a staff. Okay, is not a super user. Is what here? Staff. It is active. Okay, active user. And after that, now here you have a model. What is the name of the model? Suppose application one. Which model is there? Product model. Now just select the model and what you can do. What this NIT Naresh can do? View the products. He can just view the products, but he cannot modify the product. So what is the permission is given? What he can do it? View it. He can just view the products, but he cannot add it. He cannot update. He cannot delete. Now I click on save here. Okay, now it is saved. Okay. Now you are trying to log in. What is the name of the user is Naresh? क्या दिया password? NIT 123 at the rate dollar. Naresh, right? NIT. Username Naresh है. Okay, login. Now क्या दिया यार? NIT है. NIT. क्या है यार ये? Yeah, you can sort it. Yeah, you can sort in ascending order, descending order. All the things you can do it. No problem. एक काम करेंगे यार. NIT super user. अरे वेरी सुपर यूजर यार. क्या हुआ यार? We can sort it in ascending order or in descending order. एक minute here. Super user is who? Super user? NIT, right? Slash admin. NIT. क्या दिया यार मैं? NIT only, right? NIT. So what we'll do is we'll create a super user. We'll just wait here. We'll create a super user, one more super user. So create what you're doing, create super user. बोलो यार. आप बोलो. कमल है? हाँ? क्या है? हाँ? के KIT at the rate dollar. गालियां आ रहा मेरे को. हाँ? सुबह सुबह क्यों यार? हाँ? मुझसे अच्छा बात करना यार. हाँ? Created. Okay. अरे फिर क्यों आया यार? Right. So run the server. क्या है नाम? कमल है. KIT. Don't confuse. हाँ? आ गया. Okay, users. There's a Kamal is there. Is a super user. and 2 मैं बोला नरेश बोले तो आप NID बोले, हाँ? So we'll delete this user, we'll delete. Okay, now is a super user. Now Kamal is what here? Super user, right? Is a super user. Okay. Now this user can add the products. Already products are there, right? Okay. Now I'm creating another user. Users, add user. Okay. But you can add the user by using, already we have seen, right? How to create user. Okay. How to verify the user is valid or not. Okay. So here I'm creating a user. बोलो यार क्या है अंकित 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 बोलेंगे अंकित पता है ANIKET है फिर कमल नहीं बोलना यार ओके सो ABCD 1 2 3 $, ABCD 1 2 3 $. Save it. Okay, now this user is created. Now is an active user. Whether user should be treated as active, unselect this. So what will happen? This will be inactive, right? Whether user can log into this admin site. So if you say staff status, then he can log in by using this site, admin site. Okay, select this. And after selecting this, now can view the products. View the products, but you cannot. Kamal, Ankit is there. ANIKET. Just remember this person. Now I'll try to log in. So from where? Admin. Just open admin again. So it's login already. Log out first. You open another window. Otherwise, log out from here. Okay, login. Who is this? ANIKET. Huh? Bolo here. ABCD 1 2 3 $. Login. Now is login. Now what you can do? You can see the products here. You cannot do anything. So you can add and update, delete. No, it's not having any permissions for adding, updating, and what? Deleting. Going on. So this is predefined, right? But same thing you can do in your views. Okay, in views. Yesterday we have seen how to list all the products. We have seen how to list all the products along with the images. We display the list of persons or not. Yes. Now you can also sort it by using a product name or quantity or what is that price. How can you do that? Now I think you understood this. Now you just log out and you can log in as a what is the admin? Was this here? Kamal. क्या password? KIT 1 2 3 $. Okay, right? Now number of users are there. Now is the admin created how many users? 2 users. Okay, now some users you give the permission for adding, updating, and deleting. Some users you give the permission of adding. Some users you give the permission of what? Updating or what is that? Deleting. Okay. Yes. Now you can also, yes. Now you can also sort it. You can sort it either in ascending order or what? Descending order, right? So how you can do that? Again, you try to do changes in which module? Admin model. So you can also define what is a sort by, sortable by or sort. Okay, now you just define what do you call it as field name, and what is the name of the field is product name. But by default, it will sort in which order? Ascending order. I can just come to here and refresh this. Oh, sorry, products, and come to here and refresh this. Now K and M. After K only you'll get M, right? Okay. So if you want, you add another product and just say here. Okay. You can sort it by a specific column, and you can define the search field. How you want to display it, even you can define that. But you can create number of users. What you can do is, suppose you can also create your own view. You can also create your own view, and where you login and verify is having this user is having permission or not. If the user is having permission, then what you do it? You perform certain operation, otherwise not. We have seen already groups and permissions, right? So we'll try to see more on this admin in the next class, and we'll start working with what? REST API. Monday onwards, I'll tell you, right? And I'll tell you one application also. Once we complete this Django and REST API, we'll see one application using Django and REST API. Or first we'll complete one application using Django, complete end to end, and how to deploy in the cloud and all the things I'll tell you. Okay? How to create a Git repository and how to push your project into Git and how to deploy this into the cloud environment and how can you put in your resume all the things I'll explain. Right? So today we'll stop it here and Monday we'll continue. But REST API doesn't take much time. Okay, because API is API. So application programming interface, it is an interface between two applications. Okay, it means how Python communicate with explain Amazon website building. Okay. Okay, yeah, you have a patience. If you have a